of today's session. So if we start with the euro, let me just make my chart a bit bigger here. So the euro this morning, Mario Draghi was scheduled to speak at 8:25. A lot of people were expecting him to start delivering more information about the different monetary policy changes that he was going to implement, but then complete non-event. Nothing happened. The speech that was released at 8:25 didn't contain any information related to monetary policy or any relevant changes. So nothing happened, as you can see here on my chart. 8:25 is this green candle here on the left. Not much movement in the euro. But then 5 minutes after that, we had the German PMI. So PMI for services, manufacturing, and composites. 3 readings printed better than expecting numbers. So then you've seen the euro shooting here from this area here all the way up to the pivots. Let me just transition the screen here to show you the data into more details. So as you can see here, market composite PMI 55.7, manufacturing 59.4, and services PMI 53.4. If we have a look into more details at the manufacturing reading, here 59.4, one of the highest readings since October 2016. Hence the move to the upside seen in the euro here. And if we have a look at the euro for the rest of the session, so this was this morning, break of the pivots, then good classic opportunity here, as you can see, break above, retrace down to the pivot level, and then goes all the way up again. Now we're trading around the R1 level for the day. Other interesting product for the day. Oh, let me just transition the screen. So yeah, let me just go back to the euro. I was just showing you here. This morning we had the move here from this area here all the way up to the pivots, and then managed to break above the pivot, retrace down, and then now we're trading all the way up again, consolidating around the R1 level of the day here in the euro. Other interesting product today was oil. As you know, every Wednesday, when there is no bank holiday in the US on the Monday, you have the US Department of Energy weekly inventories. So last night you have the API. So because there are new people here, 2 data released for oil every week. API, so American Petroleum Institute, on the Tuesday, and then the DOE numbers coming out on the Wednesday afternoon. So last night, the DOE, we've seen this reaction in the market because we had a build in gasoline, so the third consequent build in gasoline, so negative reaction here for the price of oil. But then today, let me just transition the screen. Here, these are the API from last night. And then when you trade the DOE on the Wednesday afternoon, you use the API numbers as your expectations. And then the actual numbers today for the DOE numbers were confirmation of a drawdown of around minus 3 million for crude. Cushing was a drawdown of minus 0.5 million. And gasoline, we've seen a drawdown. So drawdown is positive for the price, and we're expecting the market has positioned itself for build based on the API from last night, and we had a drawdown, hence the positive reaction seen in oil following the 3:30 DOE weekly inventory releases. As you can see here, go back to the charts. As you can see here on the charts, 3 o'clock, let me just go on the 30 minutes time frame. So here, one candle, 30 minutes. Tested the R1, retraced down to 48 psychological handle, and then we managed now to break above R1, and we're still making new highs for the session as I'm speaking. If we have a look at the different other assets, today was more risk off. So risk off is safe haven up, so T-notes, gold pushing to the upside, and then the equity market going down. As you can see here, the DAX middle left, let me just make the chart a bit bigger here. the DAX is down 48 points for the session. S&P here is down 6 points, almost 7 points for the session. And then let me just have a look at the gold chart here. Gold this morning trending higher, broke above the pivot, tested the R1 level, and now a bit of move to the downside, but still up for the session. Let me just conclude this wrap by having a look at the different economic data scheduled for tomorrow. Just transition the screen. So tomorrow morning you have some data coming out from the UK at 9:30, business investment for Q2. You also have at 1:30 the building permits for the month of July for the US. You also have the weekly initial jobless claims. Finally, 3 o'clock from the US, existing home sales. You don't have any central bankers scheduled to speak tomorrow, but I would keep an ear out for any comments related to any SEB members or the Fed. As you know, for the rest of the week, there is Jackson Hole meeting in Wyoming in the US, where all the different central bankers are going to attend, and also politicians, so a good event. And I think Mario Draghi is scheduled to speak on Friday night, 8 o'clock London time. So yeah, that's the wrap for today. I hope you all had a good day. Enjoy your evening, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.